Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Racha, Chodash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Harwan Ban Yasharala of the Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutations to the sincere Akim pushing his truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Harab Ban Yasharala coming out of the Lions Den Camp of Yasharala here in Jacksonville, Florida. And not today, be coming out with a lesson. The title of it is Terrors Shall Make Him Afraid. And we all know that the terrors that have been making Esau afraid here lately has been the chariots. You know, the Most High has been using the chariots to terrorize Esau. Um, the terrors that's making them afraid. Uh, the fact that he's losing his power structure. You know, the fact that what I'm saying, his money is starting to become useless. The fact that the men of the Lord are out on the highways and the byways bringing forth his truth, which Esau so painstakingly tried to hide, but it was all according to prophecy when the truth was going to come out anyway. So these are terrors that make Esau afraid, and that these are the things that drive him to his feet. You know, these other nations starting to band together, people starting to see him for who he really is and what he really is. These are the terrors that's driving him to his feet, driving him to act, to do, um, to put forth a new thing in his mind that he considers a new thing in the earth, which is this supposed NWO, and he's already laying the base work for it, so that he could further go to the next phase of his supposed plan, because he has but a short time. But these terrors are making them afraid. It's scaring them when he sees signs and wonders in the heavens that he cannot explain. But without further ado, this is Job chapter 18, verse 11. It says, terrors shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. Terrors are going to make him afraid on every side. The things that are going on right now, look at old Bo Jiden. He terrified that China and Russia have both developed new hypersonic missiles. And the which I think China has one that it cannot be stopped. And the war is looming, and this is a terror that got Esau afraid. This is something that's got him driven to his feet, got him antsy. He's scared now. The Most High got him scared. Verse 12, it says, his strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. So it says his strength is going to be hunger bitten. His strength is going to be hunger bitten, meaning he's going to be in a situation to when it's time to show strength, he's not going to have any strength to show. And especially when he is in under the feet of Yasharallah, his strength then is going to be hunger bitten too. He ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it. And right now, Esau can't do nothing about what's going on right now with these other nations rising up against this place. You know, even Edomites rising up against Edomites. See, their house divided. So this is making Esau's strength hunger bitten. I mean, he ain't gonna have the power, the strength to when it's time to be strong and show strength. He ain't gonna have the strength to do it. And this is, and destruction shall be ready at his side. So destruction is gonna be ready, waiting upon Esau. Hell from beneath is moved to meet thee, Esau. So the destruction gonna be waiting on Esau, and the Most High finna give it to Esau too. And he is afraid of that. It says, verse 13, it shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. So this destruction, this judgment that's coming to Esau is gonna devour his skin. You do know after 1,000 years of servitude, they will be burned up, according to the scriptures. They're gonna be burned, quite literally. So this destruction that's gonna devour his skin, the strength of his skin, is that destruction, that fire, that judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. The firstborn of death is gonna devour his strength, meaning he ain't gonna have no way of stopping the destruction that's coming towards him and the taking down of his system. Verse 14, his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terror. So Esau's confidence is going to be rooted out of his tabernacle, meaning the Most High is going to make Esau totally weak. You know, Esau loved trusting in his money and his sword. That's his go-to. You know, his things, his material possessions, and two that he trusts most in is his money and his sword, his weapons, his power. But the Most High said his confidence is going to be rooted out of his tabernacle, meaning the Most High is going to take strength out of the house of Edom. They ain't going to have no strength to do nothing to stop what's coming and it's going to happen to them in the kingdom as well. And it says it shall bring him to the king of terrors. You know the Most High is the king of terrors. Yahweh Shai, when he get there, he gonna be terrorizing too. That's gonna bring him before the king of terrors. You know the Most High is the king of terrors. He got something for Esau, a serious deal, a serious plan that Esau don't know it. Verse 15. It says, "It shall dwell in this tabernacle. The destruction is going to dwell in the tabernacles of Edom." Meaning, once the Lord bring them down and destroy them, their power and everything in the earth, He's going to then put them under the children of Israel, and we're going to serve as the Lord's battle axe, and we're going to kindle in Esau. We're going to be punishing them, and you know it's going to be double worse. But it's gonna be under righteousness. So it ain't gonna be no sick, weird acts like Esau was doing. So it's gonna be all righteousness. And it's gonna be justified. And it's gonna be Esau's dues. I mean, he's gonna be deserving of it. But again, it says, "It shall dwell in his tabernacle because it is none of his." Meaning the Lord's gonna blow this place, blow Esau's place up. This tabernacle, you know. It says, "Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation." So brimstone is going to be scattered upon his habitation. That's just talking about the ICBMs, the intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's what's going to cause the lake of fire and the besom of destruction, that destroying wind. You know, that's that arrow that the Lord's gonna have shot over here. That he, you know what I'm saying, when he opened up his armory and gathered his weapons of war. Well, them gonna be his weapons of war. These ICBMs. And they're going to destroy this place right along with Esau. The Lord's going to destroy Esau's kingdom with fire, and then he's going to destroy Esau with fire. Let's continue. Again, verse 15. "It shall dwell in his tabernacle because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. His roots shall be dried up before beneath and above. His branch shall be cut off." So his roots are going to be dried up. So the Most High is totally getting Esau out of the way. He's moving Esau out of the way, and he's setting up Yasharala, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Verse 17, "His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the streets." His remembrance shall perish from the earth. Let me get a precept real quick. Let's go to Proverbs. This is chapter 11. Here we go. It says, verse 7. This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 7. It says, "When a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish, and the hope of unjust men perisheth." So when a wicked man die, his expectation shall perish. So all the expectations that Esau has, you know, his main expectation right now is to try to clamp down on Yasharala and regain control of the world with this supposed new world order. You know, this dystopian future that he somehow sees as a utopia, but it's just not going to happen. But the Most High is going to destroy Esau, and Esau's a wicked man. So when a wicked man dies, whatever he was expecting, whatever plans he had in store, they're going to die with him. Nobody's going to continue. This is, "and the hope of unjust men perishes." And Esau's hope is also going to perish as well. And these are the terrors that's making him afraid, because he know one day it's gonna be over with, and it's shortly coming. So again, verse 17 of Job chapter 18. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the streets. So he ain't gonna be remembered. Ain't nobody gonna know what an Edomite or Esau is. You know, his name is gonna perish from his remembrance. So people are gonna forget about him. That's how hard the Most High is gonna judge Esau. He's gonna stamp them out, beat them to nothing, literally nothing. Ain't gonna be none of them left. But let's continue. Verse 18, he shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. I mean, he just basically gonna be destroyed. He's gonna be killed. Like, killed. But let's continue. Verse 19, he shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwelling. Meaning the Most High is gonna go around the four corners of the earth and get Esau out of wherever he is hiding at and where he is hiding at, and round him up and throw them in slavery under the children of Israel. And again, it will be repeated again. And after a certain amount of servitude, which is the span of 1,000 years, and the Lord gonna slow time down and everything. But the span of 1,000 years, the Most High is gonna get rid of them. And when he ain't gonna allow not a now one to survive or live anywhere and be living on the earth. Verse 20, they that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they that went before were affrighted. So those that come after Esau, and we say we in the kingdom, and we having kids that are being born and coming back, and those are gonna be like, they're gonna be astonished, like, wow, this dude was the one causing all this problem. You know, people gonna be like, well, wow, you know. But the people that grew up or was around during his rulership are gonna know, because they were the ones that were frightened. And like they're gonna know and understand. But Esau, these terrors are driving him to his feet. Verse 21. Surely are such the dwellings of the wicked man, and this is the place of him that knoweth not Yahweh. So surely the destruction of a wicked man and the place of him that knoweth not Yahweh is destruction. That is the prize, the reward, and Esau is gonna get that. Let's hit Sirach chapter 4, chapter 40, Salaki. Right on the head. It says, this is Sirach chapter 40, verse 15. The children of the ungodly, Salaki, shall not bring forth many branches, but are as unclean roots upon a hard rock. So there you go. The children of the ungodly, you know what I'm saying, shall not bring forth many branches. It's Esau is not gonna rule forever. You know, it's not gonna bring forth many branches for him to completely, truly try and take over everything or just rule forever. You know, but are as unclean roots upon a hard rock. You know, you ever seen like a tree that grow on top of a rock? You know, the roots be, you know, unclean. They be dirty. But let's continue. My last point. It says the weed growing upon every water and bank of a river shall be pulled up before all grass. So the weed growing upon every water and and bank of a river shall be pulled up, and that weed is Esau. The grass is Yasharallah. And Lord's gonna pull up all the weeds before he pull up all the grass. And it's that time. And Esau finna get pulled up. So these terrors of the things that warn of his impending demise, they drive him to his feet. And they make him make plans. And with that, Shalom.